All my stuff's just raw, unedited, in the moment kind of thing, but this one really resonates in part of the messages that I'm trying to get across. Um, when somebody hosts a feast or a potlatch and they buy a copper, that doesn't make them have power. You can't have that power if you haven't earned it. Just because you paid for a copper and prettied it up nicely doesn't mean you have power. And I'm not trying to be mean. I understand where you're coming from with knowing where you stand. But what do you know about where you stand? I mean, it hurts me sitting at that log. I mean, it was beautiful getting the people together and having a ceremony of the potlatch over that weekend. Ceremony, the songs and dances. And I just want to put this into perspective is when I was sitting at that log, when Thomas was a kid, when Thomas was newborn, is when I started to really get into learning her songs and dances. And when I was 27 years ago, I was 21 and I remember hearing Wisaji, Kwaksistala, Adakilo, all those chiefs of those days at the log. After they sang the morning song, they stood up and spoke in our language about that song. It's amazing that you know the song. Don't get me wrong. I don't know them as much as most. But nobody even acknowledged where it was from. It just, the song was sang and the mic was passed and then the next song was sang. The only one that spoke on it was Dad after he sang. And, I'm still learning too. But I mean, what I'm trying to say, well, I can also remember hearing, the MC speaking in their language and not in English, I mean, Klaksistala especially, man, when he spoke, everybody listened. Time, is, there's no pause, there's no rewind. We don't need more songs. We don't need more ceremony. We don't need more ceremonies. We don't need more chiefs. We need more wisdom from the chiefs that are still here. Wisdom is where we are lacking. And the wisdom, the ceremony, which makes the ceremony ours, is our language. Time is more valuable than money. We don't need classrooms. We shouldn't even be relying on money to learn our language. If you know the song, learn what it is in our language, how to talk about it. If you're an MC, find out how to talk in their language in a feast or a potlatch. Ceremony. It loses its authenticity without language. I love that we all hold on to our culture of song and dance, but that's not all we have to hold on to. Time, wisdom. Our wise ones don't have much time left. We need wisdom from them, and don't wait for the money. Find out what works for you. How do you want to learn? Are you even asking questions on how about to say this or that in the microphone? I'm guilty too. I'm not calling anybody stupid or anything like that. I'm pointing my fingers at myself as well. I'm just trying to make more clear that we need to learn. And we can't wait until the classroom. We can't apply for money to learn a language. We come from a fucking oral history. You go sit with your elders and listen. That's the most valuable thing that you can give them, not no honorarium. We never had money before to learn our language. Do it work for you? I wish I did this a long time ago, but I can only do what I can with what I got, with where I am, and I'm with Dad. And I'm doing everything I can with the time that he has.